Hi, welcome back to NUYU Voices Emerge podcast, and I'm your host, Sheriene Harris. And again, on today, I'm really before it gets too hot, I'm trying to enjoy this nice weather. So, gonna be trying to do the podcast outside a little bit more. Maybe we'll go to the beach. I really like the beach. I like being around the water, but I'm not one who does heat. So when it gets like into them 80s and 90s weather, I'm not the girl that does heat. I prefer the cold. That's a part of growing up in New York. So the New York, New Jersey area. But today, I wanted to take you back into the book, into Behind the Mask, and as I've been going back through the book and reading more and more, there's some really good nuggets. So listen to this one story. Okay. So this young lady, my name is Morgan. I am not what you would call your typical girl. I wear long dresses, I keep my hair in a ponytail, and I always wear long sleeves. But what I really want to do is go all out and wear skirts, heavy metal band clothes, or something gothic. At an early age, I knew the me that I saw was not the real me. Back then, the problem lay in how a middle school girl tells her parents that their daughter wants to soar like an eagle, but feels confined like a chicken in a chicken coop. This was the same daughter that worshiped the ground. This was the same daughter they worshiped the ground she walked on. My mother sings in the choir at church, and my dad is a deacon. I go to church every Sunday and Wednesday pretending to be someone I am not. When I was in college, we studied about what they call masking. And in psychology class, masking is when an individual camouflages their actual personality and their behavior to conform to societal norms. Um, And a lot of times, people will do this process because it's either they have their parents are overbearing, and or there are pressures, abuse, there's pressures at school, and so it's a process called masking, and their environmental factors. There are things that they're wanting to fit in, more or less, and so they put on what they call a masking. And we've all been there. Well, I'm not going to say we all have been there. Let me say that. I can't speak for everybody. But there are those that have dealt with that. I have dealt with that myself. There are people who have dealt with abuse. I've dealt with abuse. And there are domestic issues when you have parents that want you to be something, or they put their dreams upon you that they didn't fulfill. And I don't think parents sometimes realize that they have done that, but sometimes because of the fact that parents, I'm a parent myself, I have 3 loving children, that we put on what we wanted, what we didn't do, we put that on our kids, and that's not fair. That's not fair to our children. I made sure for myself that I did not do that. And the one thing my 3, Kajana, Kyra, and Keyshawn, will tell you, I have always pushed them to fulfill what they wanted to do. Their father and I are very big on that. And so even to this day, they're 27, 25, and 22. We are very adamant about helping them fulfill their goals, their dreams, and aspirations. So on today, I just wanted to throw this nugget out there to you. If you're dealing with masking, you don't have to. You don't have to. Be who you are. Be who you see, what you want to be. Don't confine yourself to societal norms. Hey, talk it out. Talk it out, chop it up with whoever it is that's making you feel that way, and let them know this is who I want to be. So, I'm going to cut it here right now. If you have questions, you want to talk about it, you can always hit me up. NUYU, NUYU, Voices Emerge at gmail.com. Until next time, where your voice will be heard.